Yeah. Okay. 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 Oh, let me stop. Anyway, so I was just talking to one of the homies, and he was just telling me about his childhood, and I was getting depressed by it. I ain't gonna lie to you, because he said one sentence that really made me sad. Right? He said he really liked Pokemon as a kid, but because it wasn't cool, he hid his Pokemon love, and he was a closet Pokemon fan unless he was around other people who like Pokemon. That's such a sad, sad sentence, man. You hid that you love something because other people didn't love it. That's sad, bro. I felt sad for him, because if I ever had to hide who I was, and like from I would be miserable. Miserable, like legit miserable. You know? Because I feel like I pride myself on being who I am 100% of the time. Being genuinely me 100% of the time. If you're not genuinely you 100% of the time, I don't know who you're lying to. You're lying to yourself, and you're lying to the world. Lying to yourself is the worst part, because you're telling yourself that the people that you're hanging around and the people that you're with, you're lying to yourself and telling yourself that, oh, these people like me, but they don't know you, so they can't like you. You became who you thought they wanted you to be so that they would indeed like you. But do they actually like you? Probably not. I mean, they might. You know what I mean? If you tell them who you really are, what you really like, they might be like, oh, we like that stuff too. You should have said something. You could have been hanging out with us, when we was doing that stuff. I've been in that situation before. When I was young. I want to say around junior year, around junior, senior year, I just started being genuinely me 100% of the time, not caring what people thought. I was just tired, bro. I was just tired of liking stuff that nobody else liked, so I gotta act like I don't like it. Reading, I love reading. I like books. It's dope, like, I legit love reading. Especially them Harry Potter books came out. Man, talk about cover to cover. Cover to cover. Read the books. You know what I mean? Imagine if I had to hide that. How do you hide a Harry Potter book? It's the size of a textbook. How do I hide that? Like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Video games. I love them. Anime. I love it. I've always loved these things. I didn't act like I didn't because I wanted to fit in with people. And that's really what it is. People act like they do or don't like certain things because they want to fit in with everybody else, man. Nobody wants to be by themselves. Nobody wants to be the person with no friends. And I get that. But find friends that like the stuff you like. Find friends that you have things in common with. You feel me? Or find friends that don't make you feel like you need to hide what makes y'all different from each other. That's a big thing. Having friends that you can say, we don't like all the same things, but those are my peoples regardless. You know what I'm saying? Friends are the family that you choose. So you don't have to have a bunch of friends that you don't actually like. You know how often I see that? People hanging out with people they don't actually and truly like? It has to suck. It literally has to. There's no way it doesn't. Like, my favorite group of friends on TV, because they're extremely different from each other. That 70s show couldn't be a group of more different people. It's literally could not be a more diverse friend group. There probably is, but we talking about that 70s show right now. My God. But they were all still friends. They genuinely liked each other. Yes, one thing did bring them very close together. As they elevated their minds, their friendship grew closer. Very true. But the fact that they were friends remains nonetheless. And they were very different. Donna and Jackie, two totally different women's. Two totally different sets of values, everything. Donna was a feminist. Okay, you hear me? And Jackie Burkhart, She just wanted a man that was gonna pay her bills. Can you pay my telephone bill? Can you pay my bill? I mean, and Hyde, he was a criminal. His best friend was as straight edge as you could get. Well, not really straight edge, but he was a straight arrow. He's a straight shooter, man. His dad will put a foot in your ass. You know what I mean? And even the parents, the friend groups and parents, totally different. Red Foreman and Bob, Bob, they were very different. Still best friends. And Red hated Bob, but that was still his best friend. Nobody could be mean to Bob except Red. Very true fact. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I mean, bro. Bob was genuinely himself 100% of the time. Bob is one of the most himself people you're going to see on TV. Bob ain't care about nothing. Bob is like that 70s show version of Mr. Brown. He wear what he wants, say what he want, do what he want, feel how you going to feel. But he a nice guy, big heart. It's a beautiful thing. Red Foreman, he is a military man in a world where they don't really value what they sent you to war for, some values that no longer really mean much anymore, right? Red Foreman may be one of the greatest TV dads of all time. He was a TV dad to just a bunch of foster kids, a bunch of pot-headed foster kids. It just is what it is, right? And he was vastly different from the other counterpart fathers, from Hyde's father, Donna's father, Jackie's father, you know what I'm saying? And this is my thing, man. He still had beautiful friendships with people who accepted him for who he was. Bob, he had a beautiful friend who accepted him for who he was. A lot of time, people just be out here being who they think you want them to be. Maybe you out there, you know, maybe you being somebody who you think people want you to be. You know what I'm saying? Like now, a lot of stuff is very acceptable that wasn't acceptable before. And then there's still a lot of stuff that should be acceptable that people will be like, about, bro. But at the end of the day, if you like it, and they can't accept that you like it, that's the thing. You don't have to understand why somebody likes something. You don't. And you don't have to like that thing. You just have to respect the fact that they like it. Huh? Oh, respect. Oh, shit. A lot of that don't go around no more. People don't want to just respect people's shit for no reason. Just respect their shit. It don't matter whether you understand. Understanding is not a necessary tool in being a friend with somebody. You don't got to understand everything your friends do, love, say. You don't got to understand it all the time. Sometimes it just is what it is. And that's fine. That's literally fine. It doesn't have to be some big extravagant thing. Either that's your man's or that's your man's. Either way. But if you can't say, listen, that's my man's and that it just is what it is, what he like, you know what I'm saying? Granted, there are some very moral fabric type of things where if y'all just don't mesh, y'all just don't mesh. That is a thing. I mean, like me personally, I could never be friends with a pedophile. It just is what it is. I could never, ever be friends with somebody who likes to have sex with children. It's just not a thing I could do in my spirit and my soul. Every time I see you, I'm gonna punch you in your mouth. You feel me? So I can't be your friend. Like, if you force yourself upon women, I can't be your friend. I'm gonna have to knock you out when I see you. Every time. I don't know if you want a friend like that that's gonna punch you in your face. I fought a couple of my friends, but I would just punch them in the face every time I see them. Because they don't like to force themselves upon women. It is what it is. But I never had, like, I have a friend who's a Trump supporter. That's fine. You support Trump. I don't. We don't got to have the same political beliefs to be friends. Why? Truthfully, at the end of the day, I don't think any politician is going to be looking out for people in my tax bracket. That's just me. But that's a tangent that got nothing to do with what we're talking about right now. There's a certain freedom that comes with just being yourself. It's beautiful. It really is. And people can see it on you. Like when you're just being yourself genuinely 100%, like you're not, oh yeah, no, yeah, because I like that. Yeah, that was dope. That episode from last week was lit, and you ain't see that episode from last week. You don't even like that show. You think that show is stupid, but you around these folks, so you acting like you like that show, and then when you get around those folks, you acting like you like that show, and then when you get around the other folks, you don't like that show, but they like. So it's just a big. You wear a mask everywhere you go. Here's a trick: be you the minute you meet somebody new. The minute you meet somebody new, be you 100%. Don't lie about what you like. Just like what you like in front of them. You feel me? Just like what you like. It is what it is. It is what it is. Just be you 100%. See how free you feel. Just see how free you feel. You're going to feel like the world is brand new to you. Brand new. Why? Because you're not looking at it through the lens of, all right, what do they like? So I can say I like that. And then we going to be cool. No, stop being scared of confrontation. Somebody likes something you don't like, that's kind of trash to me. I'm about to make some people mad. You ready? Dragon Ball Super's trash. I like Dragon Ball Z. I even like Dragon Ball GT. But Super, I think it's trash. Oh, I think it's trash. It is what it is. Boruto. I watched the first 50 episodes. First 50 was trash. I'm waiting for them to get to the manga stuff. Listen, it is what it is, man. Yeah, I just talked about anime. Why? Because I love anime. I love video games. And when I was growing up, I loved anime and video games. And I was teased for it. And that's fine. That's fine. Why? Because I was still free to be me and like what I wanted. And it is what it is, man. Being free is better than being friends, man. And if you can't have friends that let you be free and be free with you, fuck them.